Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Crusader Kings III as we are playing as King Adam I of England. Alright, so let's go and get started in today's episode. If you guys recall, in the last episode we left off with this hostile scheme going against our wife. So in the comments of the last two episodes, there was a lot of people who expressed the opinion that it would make more sense and be more fitting to our character to arrest our wife over trying to assassinate her. Just arrest her and keep her in prison for the rest of her life. So we wouldn't have any more kids, and it would just be these two here, and then we would eventually become Princess Mary when Adam dies. Here's the thing, though, guys: you can't just arrest our wife because she is an independent ruler. So that is not an option. You can't, walk into Brittany and just arrest the ruler. She's not under us. She's not our vassal. Therefore, we cannot arrest her like we would a normal vassal or a normal spouse in that case. So what we'd have to do is get a claim on them, then declare. Well, we'd have to divorce her first, because you can't declare war on your spouse, I don't think, because you're in alliance with them. So we can't declare war on her. So we'd have to divorce her first, then get a claim on one of her counties, where you could get the claim first, I suppose. And then you would be able to declare war on her. And really, we would just be hoping that we caught her and arrested her. There's no guarantee that we would. I mean, most of the time we don't arrest the ruler of the country and get that 100% war score. That's pretty rare. We don't do it very often. How many of the wars have we won from arresting the leader? Not very many. So more than likely we wouldn't arrest her. So it's just not really an option, guys. And again, another thing expresses divorcing her and then just attacking Brittany and conquering it aggressively. Rather than continuing the process of trying to do this peacefully. And here's the thing, that's always a possibility, of course. And then we could disinherit Mary, we could always do that as well. Another thing that was expressed. But if we did that, you got to remember, we can only do one war at a time, effectively anyway. Technically these are weaker countries, so maybe we could do two at a time. But for the most part, it's just easier to do them one at a time. And so anytime that we're spending fighting in Brittany and conquering them is time we're not fighting Wales, Scotland, or Ireland. So it's far better to get it, peacefully, because in that case you're doing both at the same time. You're working on getting these guys peacefully while you're also aggressively attacking the rest of our neighbors. So I really feel like that's not the best option, and we should continue with the process here that hopefully will result in us getting Brittany peacefully while we, use our prestige and our manpower to finish up the conquest of Wales and continue with the conquest of Scotland. I think that's the best way to do it. So that is what we'll continue to do, guys. I don't think it's against his character to murder her after everything she's did. There's nothing that would indicate that he's not the type to do that. He enjoys spending time with other people, of course, but that doesn't mean he's not willing to kill them when they deserve it. Of course, he's not just doing this out of nowhere. He's given her every possible chance to, try and reconcile this marriage, and she has refused it. So I just feel like Adam's gone above and beyond to make this marriage work, and I think that's really the only recourse is murdering her, and divorcing her would be very, very bad overall. It would just make this whole thing, everything we did so far would have been pointless, because more than likely she's going to eventually get married and have a son. She seems to be pretty fertile. She's already had these two kids. I would not be surprised if she has a legitimate son, if she doesn't legitimize him, and then Mary no longer inherits here, and overall it was just a complete waste of time, the entire marriage. And I don't think Adam's willing to do that. He's a patient guy. He's willing to do whatever he needs to do to make things happen the way he wants them to. So we're going to continue with this plan, guys. The two things we need to do before we declare war on Wales. The first is we got to wait till we get 450 prestige, because we don't have that yet. And then the second is to deal with Mary. There's a few things I wanted to do here. First of all, we're going to go and set up somebody to educate her. I don't know, this probably won't stick for very long because she's going to be leaving our court. But for now, we'll put somebody in here. And the way we'll do it is we're going to base this off of our learning and the stewardship. Those are the two most important skills, the learning and then whatever skill relates to the education focus she's doing. So she's doing stewardship, so we're going to want somebody who's good with learning and good with stewardship. I believe stewardship, the skill rating, and I only know this from looking in the file, so maybe I read it wrong, but this is the way I interpreted, how this works when I was looking in the files, is that whatever skill is associated with the education is worth 2 times more than the learning skill. Learning skill is still important, and there's a bunch of other factors, like having your spouse, they get a little bonus. There's a couple other ones like sending your kid to university. There's a few different things that will drastically increase their chance of getting a good education trait. But in regards to what we have available to us, it's really just the learning, and then the thing that has to do with her focus, which is stewardship. So that's what we want to base this off of. And I wanted to address that because a couple people have asked how it works. So I think we're going to do with our court position because they're learning so high. Now her stewardship is pretty low and it is worth more, but we don't really have anybody with the high stewardship. With the 11, I think her learning would be worth more. So just because it's so much higher than these stewards. So I think that's what we're going to do. We could put the Archbishop in control, and he might actually do a decent job. I mean, he's got good stewardship. We'll do him, even though I think she would be better, the court physician. We'll do him simply because we get that opinion boost with him. So let's go and do that. We'll send the proposal off. He'll accept, of course. And then the other thing we need to do is find our spouse. Because remember, once we kill our spouse, Mary's going to become the petty queen of Brittany. She'll be an independent ruler. So let's go and find our spouse. I've already got this sorted here by all the things we might care about. And we'll probably just sort this by the sum of all skills. I've already checked to see if there's any matrilineal marriages that would be good for us, that might result in a good alliance or a good inheritance, but unfortunately there aren't. There's really just nobody that's willing to agree to the matrilineal marriage. Nobody really good anyways. Let's go and rank and do this again. So we have to base this entirely off of like skills and traits, because there's just there's no good alliances, and as you'd expect, no good inheritances. Even if we assassinated some people, I don't really think there's any way we'd get her some titles. So we're just going to base this entirely off of the skills and traits. So I'm thinking this guy here, he's about the same age as her. He has 2 inheritable traits. So this one increases the prowess and attraction, opinion, and health. Pretty good one. While this one is, of course, the intelligence one. It's the lowest level of them, but still not bad. He's a compassionate character. And yeah, I think we're going to go with him. His sum of skills aren't bad. They're going to increase more as he gets older and as he gets his education trait done. So yeah, I think this is a solid character. So we're going to arrange the marriage with him. It's going to be a matrilineal marriage. She's going to lose prestige from that, of course. So let's go and send this off. And it's not a great marriage, but it's the best I could find. Unfortunately, there just weren't a lot of people willing to do matrilineal marriages. Alright, so the betrothal is done, and so now everything is taken care of for young Mary, and when she becomes the petty queen. So I've heard good things about you, and so this is the King of Scotland. He says, I have heard good things about you. I'm interested in... Didn't we already do this? Yeah, I could have swore we'd already done this. And we decided that we didn't like each other. It didn't work out. So I'm just going to do the frame of the king's letter in my hall again to get the prestige that we need to declare war here. So let's go ahead and do that now. So somewhere in here, it's up at the top. So let's go and declare war. Again, this is 450 prestige, which is the reason why we haven't done it yet. And we're going to be taking over 2 counties with this CB. All right, so let's go and declare war. We can, of course, bring perhaps some of our allies into this conflict. It's not necessary. Not at all, guys. Let's go and figure out where our rally point is. It's right here. Yeah, I figured it was across the way, so let's move it. Raise up our armies, guys, and then we'll do another battle against the Welsh. And this is hopefully going to be... we might have 2 more wars, actually, to get the rest of this. But soon we'll have all of Wales conquered. An attempt on my life. Oh no. I was riding through the streets of London when a mob of screaming and shouting peasants descended on my retinue. Thankfully, my guards did not hesitate to start cutting them down left and right, while I made my way back to the castle. This was undoubtedly the work of that Two-Face. Oh. He's our rival now. Interesting. Yeah, he's our rival. Remember, this is our wife's lover. Alright, so he might have tried to kill us. And I say might because I think we're just assuming that he didn't. I don't know that we actually... it seems that we have the right to imprison him, so maybe he did try and murder us. It does seem so. Yeah, we're not just assuming. I guess there's evidence. So we're now watchful. So we get a +5 for hostile scheme and resistance. We're lucky we didn't get killed here. Of course, we're going to lose some opinion with him. We have the right to arrest him. Of course, he's not in our land, so can't do that. And yeah, he's going to lose opinion with all of our family members. All right, so this is getting crazy, guys. Her lover just attempted to kill us. Oh man, this is not what I was expecting to happen for King Adam. He's just looking for love, man. Just looking for some love. Somebody to love him back. This poor guy, man. All right, so let's go and get these guys all separated again. Something we've done a million times before. And again, we'll probably go 4,000. I think that's a good number for our levy. Somewhere around 4,000, maybe that. That's good. Yeah, I think that'd be enough to defeat his army. So is this the commander we want? Yes. So let's go ahead and move him up this way. We'll try and engage with those 2,000 men there. And then with the rest of this army, let's go ahead and split them. And we'll just remove that commander so we can appoint them as we wish. Alright, so this one here will be the best commander, while this one here will be the one with the military engineer. Alright, so let's go and get these guys moving towards... We want to take both of these 2 points here. I don't know if one's a better fort. Yeah, one is clearly a better fort. Level 5 fort. Okay, so it's very clear which one we should be sending this army to with the siege engines. And then this guy will take care of this for us. Alright, excellent. Alright, so we'll try and engage them. It does seem that they have attacked us here, where we would get a little bit of a defender advantage, so we'll see if we can't engage them there. Attack right across here. Now they'll probably leave because they're cowards. Yeah, they're gonna leave. They're gonna want to fight us in the mountains, which we do not want to do. Let's go ahead and go this way. Okay, so they're gonna go out to sea. That's fine. We don't really need to get the win here, especially if we're gonna lose a lot of men for it. It's just easier to siege down the provinces and let him waste his time out in sea, spending money out there and stuff. An unwelcome guest. It has proven difficult to gain access to Queen Edith during her house arrest. However, my agents have found an old servant from the court at, I don't know what that, Gwynedd, willing to pose as a friend of Edith's, having come to visit. So 95% chance of killing her. We do gain stress because we're gregarious. Apparently gregarious characters don't like to kill people. Okay, I guess that makes sense. They'd prefer to do it diplomatically. And then we can say, no, not now. But I don't feel like this is out of character. He's heartbroken. And, when you're emotional and, when love is involved with something, I do feel like you kind of do stuff that might be out of character. And again, there's really just no other way to deal with her. We've tried so many times to deal with her in a different way. And this is the only way to do it, guys. And how do we get a call to war, right when this happened? Let's take a look and see if this is something we want to get involved in. It seems that he has... Yeah, this is probably going to be... Damn, this is a really bad time. Okay, and he's trying to take the entire kingdom. So we are going to have to defend on this. We're going to have to help him. But we'll have to finish up our own war first. But yeah, we will be accepting to help him. Again, we'll have to finish this conflict up, and then we'll go there. And we'll just have to see if we're able to get there in time. And Queen Edith is dead. As planned, the servant gained access to her chambers, no doubt to her great confusion. Of course, the confusion must have passed once the servant unsheathed her dagger. Oh, it was a female servant. Unsheathed her dagger. Edith did not last long. The servant slipped out again and was long gone before the body was even discovered. No one knows my involvement. So it worked out well. And unfortunately, our wife is dead. This is not what we wanted to have happen in this conflict. But, it's how it went down, guys. So now our daughter is the petty queen of Brittany. I guess she still has the title princess, of course. We've already arranged the marriage for her. Everything is already set up. Now, I think she should still have him as her guardian. I assume it's going to stay, but it might change since, of course, he's in our lands, a foreign land technically now. So she might end up being change that. I don't know. We'll see, guys. So what we're going to want to do with her now we can't negotiate an alliance, of course, but what we really want to do is offer vassalage to her, and it doesn't seem like that is going to be accepted, but, yeah, you cannot use, okay, I was wondering if you could use a hook for that. I suppose that would be way too powerful. So it's not an option. And she really likes us, so we're not going to get it through opinion. So unfortunately, we cannot make her a vassal. That's a real bummer. I was hoping we could. Now, essentially, what happens is if we, become her, if she's our next character, then we'll get control of Brittany, and it'll be brought into the Kingdom of England. But if we go and get remarried and have a son, then it wouldn't go down that way. Instead, our son would inherit, and she would keep Brittany, and Brittany would stay independent. So overall, it's a tough decision. I really feel like Adam, as a patient guy, a lot of people were saying that he would have given up on marriage at this point, would have given up on love, that he would just stay unmarried. Or some people said, he would have arrested her, his wife. The people didn't know that we couldn't arrest the wife, that we'd arrest her and keep her in the prison the whole time, and maybe we'll force her to love us or something like that. Visit her every day, and she will love us, damn it. But I don't agree. I think as a patient character, and a character who we've kind of invented to have this desire to find love in his life after two failed attempts, I feel like as a patient character, he wouldn't just give up. He wouldn't just give up on love this quickly. I think he would still have a hope that he'd be able to find the one for him. So I do feel like he should get married. Now, of course, we could marry an older person, which wouldn't be entirely against, logic, considering the fact that we're in our 30s, and the first woman he ever fell in love with was in her 30s when he was just 20 years old. So maybe he would want an older woman. I don't know. But we're not going to look for this right now. We do need to get a spouse, but I feel like we should get this war done first. Because I just don't want to spend the time on this episode to go on the look for a spouse. We want a good one. We definitely want a good spouse. And hopefully this war shouldn't take too long. Of course, we then have to go to Iberia to help out our brother-in-law. But yeah, I don't think it should take too long. So let's go and siege this down while this character here is going to attack there. I think we are crossing a river. Oh, no, we're not. All right, so we're going to go and attack there. He's probably going to leave as soon as we get over there, so he's not going to get that siege done. But we'll chase him down, see if we can't catch him. We won't build anything right now because it looks like we're probably going to be at war for a while because of the Iberia conflict. We'll have to take a look at our prisoner situation. So which one do we want to go off after with the larger army, or with the better army? This one. Okay. So we'll siege these down. We're at 55% right now. I don't think we're getting anything. Yeah, we don't have any prisoners that are contributing. All right, so let's go to this province and this province, get those sieges done. And we'll take a look and see what is here. Yeah, this is all the ransoming. We'll see what all we have. Oh, we only have her. That's it. Okay. Now we get 25 gold for her. Yeah, why not? You could use it. Okay. So we could attack here. They would be defending in the forest. We still got a very good chance of winning. And I don't know that we can force them to attack anywhere else. They might just stand there, though. Oh, yes, that's right. We did the ransom. I think we should just go and attack. We have double the numbers. A forest isn't going to be that big of a deal. They do have the higher quality, or they say they have the higher quality. It sure didn't look like it. But again, we do have twice the numbers and some significant advantages, so we did get an easy win there with only losing 100-something dudes, so not too bad. Now let's take a look at the knight events, see what happened. So our knight has killed their mayor. Here's another, wounded this guy. Another death here. This is the Duke, our brother-in-law. He got a kill, excellent. Where's he? He's at Aspiring Blade Master. I think he just got that, because I don't think he had that before. So I think he got that from this battle here. All right, good job, man. All right, we did also capture another enemy combatant from that battle. We'll take a look and see, do we want to ransom him? Yeah, there's no reason not to. That's 30 gold. All right, excellent. So we're now at 83%. So one of those sieges finishing up might be enough, especially the capital. And then we'll go ahead and have, let's go get rid of that. Have this guy go here, because I assume he's going to go right there. And I don't know if he'll cross now. He's going to go back out to sea. All right, so we have the 100%. Let's go ahead and take a look at the ransoming. See if we want to ransom these characters off. This guy's broke, so he can't ransom all the characters, unfortunately, so we might just end up waiting. Yeah, I think we're going to wait. But this guy here, we're just getting a weak hook on him. All right, so let's go and end the conflict. Enforce our demands. All right. So we just gained 2 more counties. Now, we don't have to give these out because they are already under counts. So we don't have to worry about handing any titles out. Now we need to send our army to Iberia, where the wars definitely seems to have been taking place while we were gone, but not very decisively yet. Only 1%. But I think this army here just got defeated. He had a small fraction of the army that his brother had. So I mean, without us, there's no possible way that he would win this conflict without our assistance. All right, so let's see how we want to do this. So he's right there, so I think that's where we're going to want to land with our sieging armies. Now, these guys I assume are going to be attacking here, so we're probably going to land right there. Now, it's a good thing that we didn't spend our money, because we're going to need all this money to put our troops out to sea. All right, the better army... Oh, wait a minute. Hold up, the spearmen are here. I didn't realize that. Let's stop this real quick. Yeah, I messed that up. All right, so we want to split... Oh, nope, don't want to do that. Oh, merge those. Oh, we want to split off a new army. Let's get these pikemen coming over to here. And then we'll bring these armies. Where do we want them to go? I suppose we should look at that first. So we currently have the capital here, which is level 2. Okay, so I think we're just going to go to these 2 provinces, and they can support each other if they happen to get attacked. Alright, so let's go and select this guy here, and he'll go after the other county, this one here. While, and he is going to take a little bit of attrition there since he's got a, he won't be taking the main province here, but that's okay. Alright, so he's going to go there. We'll wait until the spearman gets here before we bring this army over. Alright, it's going to merge these, and let's send them. So they'll land here. Alright, so it's going to take some time for our army to get over there. We were not able to sway our brother, unfortunately. We don't have very good chance there. We're going to abandon that. And we did finish building several things. Okay. I'm hesitant. God damn it. I hate when I have an army selected and I don't realize it. I'm hesitant to spend any money on buildings right now because I don't know how long this conflict is going to take. But what we can do is take a look and see if we can befriend our brother now. We did get the opinion up with him a little bit, so might have slightly better odds of doing this. That's up here, I think. Nah, it's only 13%. Now, before it was 0%, so I suppose it is higher odds, but it's not much better, unfortunately, guys. All right, so no befriending of him. Let's take a look and see if there's anybody on our council we might want to improve relations with. There's the marshal. The marshal here, he's not a powerful noble, though, so I'm not really worried about that. Yeah, really, we're pretty good when it comes to all of our advisors. I guess we can work on Duke William since he doesn't like us because we're not giving him a position. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll sway him. Do we have any factions? Oh, we do have a faction here. Oh, interesting. So, the Duke of Mercia, finally somebody has put themselves in a position where they can maintain control of Mercia after just unrest here for so long. I think he had actually just put down a rebellion that was here. Yeah, it looks like he was successful in that. He's got a lot of troops. Quite a few troops. Okay, so we might want to do something about this guy. Because, yeah, he's going to cause us some problems. Another one is the Earl here. We also have some counts. Okay, that are causing us some issues as well. All right, so let's go and start working on this. We'll start with the Duke, and he is right there, Warwick. So let's go ahead and send our spy master to find secrets here. That's how we'll start with this. Now, we could also take a look and see if we want to improve relations with any of... Oops, we want to go to factions. With any of these guys, because, yeah, the Duke doesn't like us. You know what, I think we'll start with Normandy, since he's not part of the faction, and him joining the faction would likely result in them having enough power to send us an ultimatum. We could see some civil unrest problems here, guys, soon. Alright, so get our armies to land here. And yeah, I really don't like that we don't have a wife this whole time, because yeah, we are aging. Oh, Mary just died, and we inherited her lands. How did she die? What? Under mysterious circumstances, somebody killed Mary. Also, interestingly enough, this guy is in prison, her brother, her half-brother. He's in this count's prison here. Very strange, but we inherited when our daughter died. Wow. All right, so it worked out well for us. I mean, we lost our daughter, so I mean, that's bad, but was she really our daughter? We don't actually know, guys. I'm assuming that she wasn't. That she was, in fact, probably, you know, another bastard child. So yeah, that worked out very, very well. Can't complain about that at all. So now we need to find a spouse. Yeah, let's go ahead and find a spouse now, guys, because we need an heir. As of right now, our heir is Prince Richard, so he would inherit if we died. And he also has 2 daughters as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and we'll just have to find ourselves a spouse. Go ahead and sort this. We want... I'm okay with somebody like in her late 20s, I suppose. So we'll say maximum age of 35, though we're not actually wanting to marry somebody quite that old, because the chances of having kids with her are, you know, not likely. They can still have kids in their mid-late 30s, but it's just so much less likely. So that's good. We want her to be an adult, obviously. Oops. Clicked on the wrong thing there. We want an adult. We could do a child. You know what? We won't do anything. If it's like a teenager that's just about to come of age, then that would be fine too. We want her to be fertile, healthy. Doesn't have to have an inheritable trait, though that would be preferable. Not lowborn. And I think that is it. Yeah, we're good to go here. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what our best options are. We'll look for alliance power first. So there is an alliance here in the Holy Roman Empire. Okay, we got the Kingdom of Poland, Norway. You know, there are some pretty good choices here. Another option would be to arrange a marriage. Yeah, and these 2 duchies, guys. I was looking at this before we started when I was looking for a marriage for our daughter, for Mary. And here in Flanders, they have a female heir who doesn't have a betrothal yet. Now, she is ill. Yeah, she's ill. She still seems to have good health despite that, though. And she is sadistic as well. She has decent stats, though. So that'd be one option to marry here in Flanders. We'd also go for the next daughter. But in that case, then we have to hope that this one dies, which we might have to force that. So there's Flanders, and then there's also another duchy here that has a female heir that is not married. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Am I looking at... Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. I can't believe I missed this. The Duchess and the Duke here are married, so she is set to inherit like half of France. I mean, technically Flanders isn't France, of course, but it is in the Kingdom of France. And just look how much she is set to inherit, guys. Good God. All right, so, I mean, we clearly should arrange the marriage here. She's going to, you know, get 2 duchies. Yeah, this would make us incredibly powerful, guys. So we're going to arrange the marriage here for her. And we're going to try and see if they're willing to marry. Yeah, they're willing to do this marriage with us. This is like a fantastic marriage, man. And we're even getting prestige from it, too. Because, you know, this is a dynasty with a lot of prestige. And you also notice that it says we are related and there's risk of children being inbred. Remember, our grandmother was from Flanders, so yeah, we are certainly related. We're marrying back into the dynasty of our grandmother. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this marriage. This is gonna drastically increase Adam's power once she succeeds. I mean, his son, if he, or daughter, you know, their child that he has with this wife. Yeah, this is gonna be great, man. Hopefully it all works out. We'll see. Obviously she has to live. And what are we gonna lose here? So we're gonna lose control of this. I thought that doesn't happen. We have our, yeah, that's kind of strange because we are on High Crown Authority, so they shouldn't be able to take it out of our realm. So I'm not entirely sure why they're able to here. Who's set to succeed? The Duke here. Yeah, he shouldn't be able to. That shouldn't work that way. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why it's even a problem, but it won't be a problem anymore once these 2 have kids. She's only 17, so it's not an issue. They should have a child. There's no problem there. We do have to figure out what we want to do about this county here. So this is the Duchy County here, and we don't have any lands on. Well, we do. We have one county here. You know what? I don't know if we're gonna need to get rid of this. because when our wife, well, let's see how old she is. I don't remember. She's 13, right? So she will move to our court when we get married until she inherits one of those 2 titles. And she doesn't have great stewardship. I was going to say maybe we could get it so that we don't have to give this land up. Now, we have a year to mess with it, so I think we're going to wait. So he did accept that marriage. Excellent. So that is a very big marriage for us. All right, so we don't want to attack just yet with these troops. We're going to bring them up a little bit closer. We want them somewhere where they're not going to take attrition, so we'll just go here. We want to wait until that the recently disembark expires here. It's going to be about a week. And he is sieging down his provinces, so we should probably go there. So let's go ahead and start moving down there now. That's the best way of going down there. It feels like you would take a lot of attrition going through here. Apparently not. Oh, because it borders. That's right. All right, so we'll probably want to go... Yeah, we'll go that way, if that's the way they want to do it. All right. So we actually are at 24%. We did finish up a siege. I didn't realize that. We have his capital. All right, awesome. So let's go ahead and move to the next area then. We'll come and take this one. Though, yeah, we are going to take a little bit of attrition. He's sieging down right there. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We're going to take attrition no matter which way we go. Unless we're to come over here, which I suppose works. Yeah, I guess we'll go after that one. This army would be closer to help them out. I did disband one of their armies. Interesting. But yeah, we're at 24% right now. I'm going to try and get here before they finish that siege up. Let's see if we can't make it happen. They're going to get it done in 10 months. Oh, that's a long time. Oh, wow. Is this a huge fort or something like that? Yeah, it's a level 7 fort. All right, so massive fort there. It's crazy how large the fort's already starting to get. They're really focusing on this. We probably have some prisoners to deal with, so I guess we'll take a look at that in a minute. Let's first get this guy going after the next province here. I suppose we'll go after that one. Okay, so let's go ahead and deal with our prisoners. So we have currently 3, and 2 of these are from the previous conflict, I think, or just one of them. Maybe he'll have the money. He does not. He won't even ransom her either. Alright, so that's not really an option. Or I'll just let her go for a weak hook. Alright, so with these 2, nothing here. Not able to ransom any. We got 10 gold here. Let me just make sure we're not getting anything from having the prisoners. No. Okay, I didn't think so. So let's go and ransom her off, and this is actually... this is interesting, we can't ransom her, but we can ransom... maybe that's her mom or something like that. Alright, so we got a little bit of money there, got that hook. Excellent. Alright, so now we're going to attempt to... Oops. I was too slow with this because I wasn't paying attention. It does look like we will be able to attack him there. Excellent, so this is going to be a big win for us. We're going to have to fight. Looks like very similar numbers, but again, we're going to have a huge advantage bonus here. Just taking a look at, yeah, we have the men-at-arms bonus as well. He's dealing 10% damage with his light footmen. Pretty garbage. Okay. So yeah, this should be an easy win here with high casualties on his side. I'm hoping, anyway. Alright, so Espionage, bastard. While performing his duties as my spy master, the Duke has uncovered a secret held by Martha of Dumfries. She is in fact the bastard child of her mother. Okay. Unbelievable. I don't even remember where we have him at doing this mission. Where were we doing that? Oh, yes, that's right. We were doing that against the Duchy of Mercia. Okay, so yeah, that won't help us against him. We'll keep on looking for secrets there. Yeah, I think that's the best thing to do. Try and find those secrets against him. As far as his faction's going, they are almost to the point of getting the ultimatum. Yeah, we've got many issues here, guys. This is a problem. So let's go ahead and do a feast. Try and that'll help get the opinion up with all our vassals. And besides, you know, Adam loves having his feast. Alright, so welcome all friends, and capture another enemy combatant. Let's take a look at this victory that we did. Wow, this is fantastic, guys. I think we defeated that one army to the point where they might have... I might be wrong about this. No, okay. I was going to say that we might have defeated that one army so quickly that we completely wiped them from the field. But they took 2,300 casualties compared to our 189. That is quite the victory. Yeah, that's a fantastic victory. And almost all those were done during the main phase of battle as well. This is not even from like the pursuit. So looking at how our knights did, some of them did fairly well. The giant here killed 36 men. Let's take a look at the events. See who killed who. Maimed Count Pedro. This guy, the Earl Aubrey of Bedford, killed this knight here. Okay, excellent. So let's go ahead and take a look at our new prisoner. See how much we can ransom him off for. 30 gold. Is it a prisoner? Yeah, it's fine. We'll ransom him off. He's got 11 martial, but that's not great. So we're at 81%, guys. So essentially when we finish up those sieges, then this should be the end here. We might have to shadow this guy, though, because I think he'll go back here somewhere, and he could end up attacking one of our armies, though he's pretty damn weak, so he probably won't be an issue. And besides, it looks like we got the victory anyways. So because of our 100% war contribution, we got 300 prestige and 100 plus opinion with the King of Leon, and yeah, this is a big win for us. Now, we didn't get any money from it, of course, but Alfonso did, our brother-in-law. Oh, wait a minute, this is Castile. Let's take a look at, where is Leon? Right here. Yeah, he's the youngest of the brothers here. And so, yeah, he's going to absolutely love us. He still is married to our sister, and they have had several kids. So they do, we have given him an heir of our dynasty. So our dynasty will be taking over here in Leon. So what we really need for them now is for them to conquer some territory. They need to get the wins here, but the problem is that Leon's not really willing to declare war on Castile because they would clearly lose it, but not with our assistance. But I think that they're not really registering the fact that we would help them. Like, they don't know for sure we would help them. So that's the reason why they're not doing that. Ooh, we had a disaster here. We do need to disband our troops now. Let's go and do that so we're not paying these guys any further. Disaster strikes. My lord, the wine. Oh, we've read this one before. We're gregarious. We don't have the money to do this. But yeah, I think we would. So we'll just have to go in the negative. It's not even an option. Okay. So we'll just have to do this one. We have no other choice in that case. But yeah, we would spend the money if we had a choice there. Okay. So that's right. We still are waiting to... We got to deal with this. How much time do we have left? We have till November 11/19. So a couple more months to deal with this. Please do go on. I listen intently to Richard as he carelessly reveals all manners of things, distracted by trying to get one last drop from his tankard. He is oblivious to how carefully I am paying attention. Once he realizes, he starts getting up. I'm only rambling. It's not true anyways, any of it. So we learn of his deviant secret. And this is the Bishop of Prince Richard II. That's our brother. Alright, so we'll have that secret on him, which we can blackmail him. Let's just take a look. Is this a strong hook? It is. So we would want to blackmail him now, since we never lose that. So yeah, let's go and blackmail him. That'd be really useful if we need to act against our brother, I suppose. And we can see if he's got the money. Yeah, she's got the money. There's another 50 gold, so we'll do that. Alright, excellent. So all that is going well. Now, of course, the main issue is this faction here that continues to grow. We've got to decrease their overall power. Or just, find ways to get some of those members out. Alright, excellent. So we're done with that. We also need to give out this holding before November. As my guests depart, with everyone headed for their respective homes, I'm proud to say that the feast was a success. Nevertheless, I'm still grateful that the endeavor is over for now. So we're going to gain 150 prestige, and we finally get the Reveler lifestyle trait, increase our diplomacy and intrigue. Also, a lot of characters have that, so it's a nice plus 10 opinion for all those characters. Plus, we're going to get 20 plus opinion with all the guests. Alright, so I'm hoping that this will increase opinion with some of those vassals enough where they'll leave the faction. We'll just have to see. But yeah, with this, our intrigue is a little bit higher, and our diplomacy is a little bit higher as well. So that's going to increase general opinion too. So we'll have to give it a few days, and then we'll take a look at the faction and see if they lost any members. Yes, they did. All right, excellent. That's exactly what we needed to have happen. Man, I knew this damn giant was going to be a problem. I knew he was going to be an issue because of his traits. He had another kid. Did he have a giant son? He did not. Why is this trait not... Oh, wait a minute. I might have looked at the wrong character here. Nice. He had a giant son. Fantastic. That's what we want. We want that giant's blood. Going down the dynasty here. And I think he's right here in Wales. Alright, so we were able to sway Duke William. So that's good. We don't want him to join that faction. He's not a part of it yet. We have an 82% chance of the next swaying attempt, so we'll keep it going. His opinion's still pretty darn low. So yeah, we'll keep that going. We'll likely continue the construction of buildings. We need to take a look and see where we want to attack next. Plan the next war. I think we were already doing that, actually. Yep. We were getting a claim up here. Seems I was planning ahead here. So now we can attack Scotland. And it looks like we actually have two choices. We can also attack the King of France, because he has our one of our counties here for Brittany. So yeah, we could do that. And I think we probably will, but not immediately. He's the more stronger of our enemies. So let's instead attack Scotland first. I think that would be the best way to do this. Try and get another claim here. And I think we're going to do that now. I don't see any reason to wait. So let's go and declare war on him for our claim. And we have the prestige for it. We got a ton of prestige right now. So let's go ahead and declare war, though. One thing I did want to check out before we do. I want to see our knight situation. It's been a little while since we took a look at this. I want to make sure we have good knights. We have one cruddy knight, and that's also our marshal, so we don't really want him to die. Okay, we could hire knights, but yeah, I don't think it's worth it just for one knight. So yeah, we won't take that. It's fine. If he dies, he dies. All right, and he's not even that great of a marshal. In fact, we might want to see if we want to change this at all. If there's another option here. The Duchess, of course, she doesn't like us because we didn't give her a position. So we have two characters we don't have positions for. The problem, of course, right now is that the Duchess here, you know, she's very powerful. She has 3 duchies, and she is in that faction. So I think we're going to appoint her even though she's kind of garbage. Yeah, I mean, she's not great with a martial skill, but that's okay, guys. It'll just decrease our total amount of levies a little bit. She is 16, though. She just came of age. So I think we will appoint her. She's better than Duke William as far as the martial skill goes. Yeah, I already looked at him. Duke Aaron, he doesn't have martial skill either. None of these characters do. They're all pretty cruddy. So we'll appoint her as a marshal and piss him off, but that's fine. Maybe it might be enough to appease her so that she gets out of the faction. Probably not. Probably not quite enough. We'll take a look at it here in a little bit. So let's go ahead and I guess get rid of a county because, it's going to take a while before she comes of age. And even then, I don't know that we would get the... Yeah, we wouldn't get it up high enough anyways. Even if she focused on, the stewardship, even then we wouldn't be able to get it up high enough. So we need to give one title out. So I'm going to take a look and see which one we want to get rid of. We need to build here more because this is part of this duchy, which we'll always be able to keep. So I don't want to give it out. In fact, we want to increase our control over this duchy, not give the lands out, even though it's cruddy. The point here is we need to build it up more. We've been building up Buckingham, but not that province. So maybe we'll do that now, actually, since I'm looking at it. We'll go ahead and build something here, guys. Maybe something that'll earn a little bit of money here. Yeah, let's go for the one that gets the most money, which would be the farms and fields. So we're going to construct that, try and make that province a little bit better than what it is. And then we have these two over here. We could grant this one out. It's not earning us anything, obviously, because we just got it. But it's not really a great... Well, it does have the duchy, doesn't it? Yeah, it does have that duchy location. So I suppose we could do it for that. But you know what? I just don't think that we'll keep this title, the Petty Kingdom of Brittany. Yeah, probably not going to keep it, guys. So we're just going to give this out to a character. I think that's the best way to do that. It's likely the worst of the provinces that we have. So yeah, let's go and give this one out, guys. As far as who we're going to give it to, I don't know. We'll just have to take a look, see who the best option would be. So we're going to look at... I'll just change here. It doesn't really matter because we can only give it out to males. We'll look at adults here, not lowborn, and I think that's good. And then we're going to want somebody who has a high opinion of us, preferably. Now, we should specify that we don't want a ruler here. That'll change up our choices by quite a bit. Alright, so we've got our knight here, which we've decided not to give titles to because, yeah, he would not make a good vassal. He's better as a knight, even though he does like us a lot because he's grateful for us hiring him. He probably wouldn't, even with these titles, or with these traits, he probably wouldn't cause us any issues. His opinion would be pretty high of us, but he would cause problems for, you know, Adam's successor likely. So let's get somebody else instead. So we got this 51-year-old Michael. He's the peasant leader. I'm not going to appoint him. The traits don't matter. He's not going to be a valuable vassal, so it's not a problem. It's really just about opinion here and their, you know, their family. You know, I really don't want a really old character, so let's go ahead and say maximum age 45 here. This should again limit it a little bit. All right, so we're going to grant it to this character. He's English. He's got pretty good traits overall. Yeah, there's really no reason not to grant this title to him. I looked at his family. He's not really set to inherit anything unless his brother's heir dies, in which case then he would, I think, be the next in line there. But we're just going to gamble that doesn't happen. It's only a count anyway, county. So yeah, we're going to go and grant him this. I think he'll be a good fit, and he should hopefully like us at least a little bit. Yeah, he's got a 45 opinion of us. He doesn't like that we're holding that duchy. The fact that we have too many duchies is also causing us some problems, guys. We do have a total of, what is this, 1, 2, 3 duchies now, so we're one over. So we do need to grant out one of these duchy titles. Yeah, it'd probably be good to grant it out, but the one I want to grant out would probably be this one here. Well, I suppose we could do the duchy here. Yeah, you know what? We'll keep it. I know it's a 15 opinion hit, guys, but that's okay. We'll keep it for right now. We need to keep the duchy here in Brittany so we can declare war on France. And I forgot we were about to declare war, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Fervent feaster. Many months have passed since the lords and ladies of the realm gathered for a feast, my king. The earl's voice is full of cares. He continues, it would benefit you, not to mention those among us who appreciate a good feast, if this was remedied soon. We already did a feast. Of course, we just did a feast not that long ago. Kind of weird. Of course we should do the feast. I don't know why I waited so long. So he'll remember the promise I made and be grateful. Okay, so he wants us to do the feast. And we can't do it because... how much time do we have to do it? And we can't say... we're going to get stressed either way. So it goes against an opinion here. How much time do we have? 10 years. So I think it's... you hold the feast every... what is it, every 5 years? So yeah, we'll likely do another feast in that time. So we'll say, of course, we're going to do another feast. Why wouldn't we? All right. So yeah, let's go and declare war on Scotland now. I don't think there's anything else I was waiting on. We just want to get rid of that one title. All right, so it's going to be 90 prestige for this. Oh, that's plain. My bad, guys. He does have an ally here, not very strong. Him himself is not that strong either. We have our own allies that we could pull in too, including our new ally, the Duke of Flanders, who's very powerful. But I don't think it's going to be necessary. I suppose we could bring Flanders in, just so this happens a little bit quicker. We would have to use some prestige, but we have a lot of prestige. All right, so we did uncover another secret down, or excuse me, up here. Not the secret that I'm looking for, though, guys. But if we wanted to operate against him, if we, you know, just wanted to get rid of him, then that would always be an option. Though, again, I don't really feel like Adam's the type of king that just turns to assassination for the answer for every problem. I just don't think he's that type. I think he really got to do something to him. Mostly cheat on him or you know, sleep with his wife in order for him to want to do that. So yeah, I don't think we should assassinate people unless we got a good reason. So we'll go ahead and raise them up here. All right, so we got 15 days. I really hope that Paradox eventually, and I guess we can call in our allies since he's calling in allies too. But what I was saying is that I really hope that Paradox makes it so that we can create like templates so that, you know, they spawn a certain way. Because, like, I build my armies almost the same way every single time. It just kind of sucks I got to do this each time. So I really hope that Paradox changes this in the future and just makes it a little bit easier. I assume they will. They have templates, army templates in other games, other Paradox games. So, yeah, it doesn't seem like something impossible for them to add. I think they will eventually add it. Hopefully, anyways. Alright, so is this who we want in charge? Yes, sir. So let's go ahead and move them. See where we want these guys to be at. The initial attacks will be here, more than likely. Yeah, we're going after that province, so we're going to want to attack those two. So we're going to want to support them from... So it doesn't look like we can sit anywhere and not take attrition. We can sit right here, and that will let us support both of them. Yeah, we'll do that. As far as where we want the better army, it's going to be this one here. Not just because it's the claim, but it is the larger fort as well. Going to get these guys selected. And we're going to go and get the commander appointed now. And then we're going to split this in half. And then this one will have that guy in charge. Alright, excellent. So let's get him moving over to here. And, oops, I think I just sent all of them over there. My bad, guys. Let's go and fix that. And then this guy will go here. And this guy here. Alright, excellent. Ally did agree to join the conflict. That was 150 prestige. And hopefully he'll start moving on over here. So our cousin was released from prison. Who is this anyways? Okay, I think she's the one that we married. She's part of the family, I mean. Yeah, that we married into. What we thought might end up being the continued emperor, as you can see his grandparent was. But his father did not win. He was not given the title, elected as the Holy Roman Emperor. So that didn't quite work out as we wanted. Of course, that was not a matrilineal marriage. Alright, so there's his armies. I suppose we'll go chase him down. Let's see if we can't get a battle out of this. Now, he is in the hills, so yeah, this would be a fantastic place to attack. We have another hostile army over here, but I don't think they have the numbers to attack us, so I'm not too worried about them. Let's go and attack here. And he is going to try and leave. And here comes our ally. Excellent. Looks like we'll still be able to engage him. Fantastic. Alright, so we're going to get a lot of bonuses here. Good advantage. Should be easy battle. Alright, so let's go to continue on. Move up to the next location. Let me just see here. Try and get ones that are in the same duchy. Not that it matters, but let's go. We'll go to the large fort with this army here. Take a little bit of attrition, but that's okay. Alright, so he might be coming to assist us. Looks like the battle's already done, though. So we got a total of 18% war score for that. We killed 850 of their men. As far as the knights go, let's take a look at the events. See if we killed anybody. No. Okay, one of our guys got wounded, though. And we maimed the enemy commander, the king. The king was maimed. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he was seriously maimed, so he's not going to be fighting much more, I don't think. Yeah, that's going to reduce his martial and his prowess. So yeah, the king got maimed in the battle. So far it's not going well for Scotland. We did finish up in this siege. Let's go ahead and move to the next location, which will be this province here. We should probably go ahead and try and get our army up here to assist in case they end up attacking us in either of these provinces. We did get some guests that have some claims that we can make use of. Duke William was swayed again. Excellent. Do we want to sway him one more time? Let's take a look at what our odds are. Pretty good. Yeah, I say we'll go ahead and keep on doing it. He's a powerful vassal who is not being placed on the council, so I do assume that we're always going to have opinion penalties with him. We did get that Duchess out by giving her a position on the council. That's all she wanted. She wasn't being entirely unreasonable. Okay, I don't know why he took the C that way. That was stupid. He probably considered it to be faster, but, you know, the AI really needs to consider the recently disembarked penalty, because that's a pretty major penalty there, guys. Alright, so going down to the next one, we're going to do the True Ruler, which increases the vassalization acceptance by plus 25. Alright, that's awesome. I wonder if there's anybody we could get to accept our vassalization offer. Probably not this guy, but we can look. He hates us, so yeah, he's not willing to accept. But I wonder if there's anybody else. Is Flanders in a rebellion right now? What's going on with Flanders? No, I think he's just been highlighted out because he's helping us in this conflict. Okay, yeah, so I think that's why he looks a little bit different here. It's just because he's an ally. But yeah, we could look to see if anybody would be willing to accept our vassalizations. Probably not, because we're not their the rightful liege. So yeah, they're really not expecting anybody to say yes here. But unfortunately, we won't be able to finish this war before the end of the episode. We're about halfway there, guys, but we do have to end the video here. But yeah, we'll be getting another county taken here in Scotland, and we'll take a look and see how we're doing on getting the rest of this land taken. So 1123. So 3 more years, and then we'll be able to declare war again over here, but we don't have a claim, so we would have to get one. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll set that up now, and that'll be the last thing we do here. Fabricating a claim right there on that county. So he'll take care of that for us, and then hopefully that'll allow us to declare war not too long after the Scottish conflict here. So I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. Got some stuff done. Obviously extended our lands by quite a bit. Got an additional, what is this? I think we got 4 counties, an additional 4 counties here in Brittany, and then we got the 2 counties here in Wales. So overall, a pretty successful episode, I'd say. And we figured out the situation with our past wife, our ex-wife, and unfortunately our daughter died. That was a real shame as well. So we got a new marriage arranged, which will be taking place in about a year, and we'll just have to see how that goes, and if Adam is finally able to successfully find love in his life. He's over here in his mid-30s. I'm really hoping that this will be the woman for him. So we'll have to see next episode, see how their relationship goes. We'll definitely be focusing on trying to romance her pretty early in the marriage. We have to do it earlier than we did it last time, clearly, because we just didn't act quick enough, and she found herself a man. She found herself a man very, very quickly. I'm sure it didn't help that she was in a different land, so we were quite distant from each other. So that might have had some effect as well. She was lonely. But let's stop making excuses for her. She's dead. She did what she did, and that time's over. Now it's a new time, a new marriage, a new possible love. So I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do read and reply to all comments. Love talking to you guys. I do hope to see you on that next episode, and thanks for watching.